MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards.
That's right. Good morning. MAGA forces are determined to take the country backwards.
But do they really though?
Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Really though? They say they care. We know they really don't. It's all a front for show. They do it all for show. They set the world on fire. They let it burn slow. I was just cruising the street. I was looking for something to eat. I was trying to get some sleep. I'm trying to make it be. My family struggling.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
My family eats what they got. My family eating, they sleep. My family eating, they sleep. My family. It's a PSA announcement. They say they care, but they really don't.
Hey.
Kamikaze twist the turn like an urno. We keep on blaming the media.
Good morning,
the
Marie.
government. You say you want freedom, do you really know? You give them your rights away and then you give them more.
That's right. Good morning, Big Boss Diva.
Don't say you poor. Don't say you helping these kids and then you close the door.
Correct.
You ain't no better than politicians. You hypocrites.
Good morning.
Use your power to make a change and make a difference. All this talking you're saying, they ain't saying much.
Hey, they say they care.
But do they really know? It's the young babies, but do they really know? They say they care.
Good morning.
No, they really don't. It's all a front for show. They do it all for show. They set the world on fire. They let it burn slow.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
They let it burn slow. Yeah, they let it burn slow. They set the world on fire. They let it burn slow. Put your left arm in, you take your left arm out. You put your right hand in, and then you shake it all about.
Hey.
You do this hokey pokey, and they break you on down. That's what it's all about.
Hey.
You put your left leg in, you take your left leg out. You put your right leg in, and then you shake it all about.
Hey.
You do the hokey pokey, then they break you on down.
Yeah, I can cut it out.
It's all about. Hey, don't be so basic and practice on your greatness. Life don't work like that. Gotta be amazing.
Hey.
I've been down and out. I know what it takes to be on top right now.
I know I'm your favorite. Hey.
Hip hop and politics and relevance. This ain't J6, but it's an insurrection.
Hey.
I took Jack Smith and Barney Whitlis. Prosecutions to the next level.
Hey.
I got MAGA triggered in a state of shock cause the time is done. The Proud Boys got 22 for seditious conspiracy.
Good morning, everyone.
Back in blue. He told you to march to the Capitol and he would be there too. Officers died and you wanted to hang pins too. You said Biden would lose, he beat Trump too. You said you wanted the truth and now you got Zeus. So who's the Marxists and communists?
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism
They do.
that threatens the very foundations of our republic. And they
That's
see
right.
their MAGA failure to stop a peaceful transfer of power after the 2020 election as preparation for the 2022 and 2024 elections.
Right.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution.
They don't.
They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people. They refuse to accept the results of a free election.
That's MAGA Republicans. All right, let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's me, Zeus.
Let's get this show off the ground.
Sometimes it gotta be this way.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
It really does, but it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you not my dog,
I'ma have to cut you off.
I'ma
Yeah.
have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off.
If you're not my dog. Hey, let's go. Hey.
I'ma have to cut you off.
Let's go.
I'ma have to cut you off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I can't play these
games no more. What you looking at me for?
I just want the money, yo.
All these games that you be playing, all this talk that you be saying, I don't really like to play. Get this money every way. Gotta keep my mental clear.
Yeah, you know I'm out of here.
I don't really have no fear. Yeah, you keep on showing tears.
I'm not with that back and forth. I'm the type to get to work. I'm the type to keep it real. I'm the type to get a deal. I'm the type to chase a bag. I'm the type to pop a tag. I'm sick like I have SARS. Ride around in fast cars. Rapping like behind bars. I do this all for my dogs. This is what it all costs. When you gotta be the boss. When you gotta be the boss, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you gotta do.
I'ma have to cut you off. If you not my dog,
Hey.
I'ma have to cut
Let's go.
you off. I'ma have to cut you off.
This is what it be like when I'm stunting on my enemies. This is what it be like when I make them feel my energy. Sitting on these rats, okay, you know what this really means. This is what it's all about. I'm on top of everything. I'm the boss, don't play with me. This right here, no game to me. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
not okay with me. Every day you say you're scared. Every day I'm making bread. Every day you say you good. Every day I wish you would. This is what it be like when you really on a come up. This is what it be like when you really try to run up. Rookie of the year, better go and break the record. Rookie of the year, better go and get a check.
Let's go.
I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. If you not my dog, I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off. I'ma have to cut you off.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Thunderdome. All right. You know exactly why we are here, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who do not know who I am, let's get the formalities out of the way. I go by the name of Zeus. Or, if you are my dog, I'm going to have to cut you off. Tell them, Miss Boss Diva. Yes, I go by the name of Zeus. Or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Well, the answer is quite clear. They call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen, because I am, number one, the first H, the most honest in the kingdom, right? There's nobody on social media more honest than me. I promise to tell you nothing but the truth. So help me God, all right? The second H, ladies and gentlemen, is humble. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am the most humble person on social media. If I get it wrong, I will be the first to apologize. I have no problem saying sorry. Sorry to me is not a sign of weakness, all right? I know a lot of people out there think they're tough, but, I want to make this, I'll say this after, but I'll say that. I'll save that after, okay? So I'm the most humble on social media, all right? And then the last H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. Now, I was saying earlier that humility is not a sign of weakness, all right? But I do want to make sure to all of my critics out there, the ones that disagree with Zeus, jealousy is a sign of weakness. So I'm going to ask and encourage you MAGA-possessed folks to stop being jealous, all right? You're more than welcome to use the same tools that I use to create your own platform, all right? Zeus is not holding you back. So if you are out there in the comment section and you find that what I'm saying and doing is infuriating you, all right, do us all a favor and just go and start your own, or better yet, just leave. All right. What we do on this side of TikTok, ladies and gentlemen, is hands down one of the most amazing experiences I've ever been a part of throughout my entire career. All right. And what that consists of is us holding our friends on the right accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds. All right. As well as their leader, Donald John Trump. Good morning, Gretch. Nice to see you. All right. So if you are allergic to the truth, or as my good friend, Brother Swervin once said to me, lactose intolerant, I'm going to give you a head start. All right. You can now leave this live. All right. Leave this live and go on about your day, because I would hate for you to be miserable, right? But listen, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
and we know you do.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. Mm-hmm. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And that's one of the rare times I actually agree with Donald J. Trump. MAGA, listen, you're sitting in this country, you're crying, you're mumbling and grumbling, complaining about President Biden and how bad he's running this country. You don't deserve to be here in the United States of America. You can pack your bags and head on over to Russia. All right, my good friend Nutty Professor, we still have an offer. Not one of you Trump supporters have taken us up on our offer, which is we are willing to help you get a first-class trip to Russia. It's a one-way trip, all right? But
you can go be with your Lord and Savior, Vladimir Putin. Because you're so busy crying and complaining in the United States. What are they crying and complaining about? Egg prices, gas prices, inflation. I had this guy in my live yesterday, Beer Can Mike. He called himself Beer Can Mike, but he came in here with a fake Democrat account, and he likes to say he's not a Republican, Zeus. I'm not a MAGA supporter, Zeus. I'm just calling it down the middle, Zeus. But then I go and I looked on his page yesterday. He put up this so-called explanation about inflation in the United States, and somehow he took the derivative of the function. Then he added the constant, and somehow he concluded, because he said he had a business degree. I said, where did you get your business degree? Harvard? He said all of this inflation is related to President Biden. This is what he said. I know. Well, Beer Can Mike. Well, Beer Can Mike. Yesterday, I showed that the inflation in Russia is actually higher than the inflation in the United States, 5.15%. So, Beer Can Mike, with all of your expertise and your education, Zeus has some homework for you. Please, Beer Can Mike, explain Vladimir Putin's inflation in Russia, and please come on in the box, and I would be more than willing to give you 3 minutes to explain to all of us on TikTok how Vladimir Putin's inflation differs than President Biden's inflation, all right? Just because you say you went to school doesn't mean you went to school, all right, Beer Can Mike? And I mean that. Stop it, cut it out. If you want to come in here and have an educated conversation, I'm more than willing to learn from you. But as far as I'm concerned, Beer Can Mike, you've been led astray. You're getting an F in the class, and you are not qualified to teach Zeus anything. As a matter of fact, you're probably worse than Snuggles. At least Snuggles comes into class every day, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was my little off the rails speech, but let's get started with today's topic. All right? Now, let's get down to holding MAGA accountable. Ladies and gentlemen, many of us heard the news. Mitt Romney, he decided he's done. He's done with the MAGA Republicans because he is realizing, he must have came into a lot of my lives, and he must be realizing that the MAGA Republican Party has failed the United States of America because they've pledged allegiance to Donald John Trump and Vladimir Putin, and they don't have anything in the books in terms of solutions or policy. All right, so let's listen to what Mitt Romney said in his lovely retirement speech that he gave. And it was on CNN, by the way, which is a great network for those of you who want to look for something other than Fox News. All right, MSNBC is as well, but CNN is a good one too.
In the Atlantic, which pointed out that young people are not warming to the MAGA message. And I think that's true. No. Whether Donald Trump is there will be someone that follows him, that follows in his footsteps and gives the same populist patter. I don't think it'll be successful long term because I think young people are paying far more attention, are not going to be sucked into the populist notions.
Right.
And so I think our party goes back to, if you will, the wise wing of the Republican Party as time goes on.
But you think that your party, though? I mean, Trump is leading, dominating in the polls right now. He's probably going to be your nominee. You're an outlier of the party. Yeah. There's no signs that what you're saying that the party's going to shift.
Oh, wait, I'm not talking about the next 2 years. I'm talking over the next decade or so. I mean, populism doesn't work. Exactly. I quote that M.L. Mencken line, which is, to every complex problem, there's a solution which is simple, clear, and wrong. And unfortunately, that's what we're hearing. And again, on the Trump wing of the party, I haven't heard policy.
I haven't.
Other than saying we're going to build a wall. And by the way, he was president.
Right.
He was president for 4 years. He built 50 miles. What did he get done? I said, well, how about the tax change? Well, the tax, that was Paul Ryan.
Oh.
That wasn't the Biden plan. He did, of course, he had a health care plan. Remember that? That was going to, everybody's going to have low-cost health insurance. That was fabulous.
Right.
Never proposed.
Never
saw. He was in 4 years. So it's not a policy-centric approach, and if you don't have policy to match your rhetoric, ultimately it's not going to be.
You hear that, MAGA? You hear that, MAGA? So Mitt Romney, ladies and gentlemen, he said what I've been saying and what many of my friends have been saying. MAGA, there's no policy. You never proposed anything. Donald Trump has no policy. You know what Donald Trump is?
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represented extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, I got so many topics to cover this morning. I can't dwell too much on what Mitt Romney said, but I would like to thank Mitt Romney for speaking the truth. All right. Populism isn't sustainable, MAGA, which is what you're doing. MAGA, I figured you out. You're willing to subscribe to an authoritarian government in the hopes that you can hold on to your, what they call, white privilege. You're willing to throw this country down the drain just so you can feel comfortable. But guess what, MAGA? I have some terrible news for you. It's not going to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving MAGA their daily dose. Actually, we got a lot of doses of it, but their first dose of booze and shame. Be ashamed of yourself, MAGA, especially because you don't think we see it. We see it crystal clear. And this is why I tell folks like Beer Can, thank you, Annie. This is why I tell folks like Beer Can Mike, Snuggles, HVAC. I saw the video you stitched of me. I'm wondering, when you stitch my videos, are you paying attention to the content, HVAC, or are you just getting excited about Zeus, right? They get so excited. I'm going to stitch a Zeus video, ladies and gentlemen, and they just go completely off the rails. All right, let's move on to our next topic. Oh my gosh. I had the wrong background. I was supposed to have this one, but I had the wrong one. All right, we're going to talk about Kevin McCarthy. My apologies. Listen, that's how humble I am. I had the wrong background. You should have told me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's talk about Kevin McCarthy. We got him caught, and they call it another lie, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, if you told Breitbart 12 days ago to be on votes, what changed?
You know what's interesting to me?
Right.
You were a reporter for CNN, correct? Yes. I just laid out to you a lot of allegations based upon the American public.
I'm talking about your words. Why did you change your words?
Okay, well, let me answer your question, because I answered it every single day, and you could answer it every single day.
Right,
Nancy
Kevin.
Pelosi changed the precedent of this House.
Oh.
This doesn't preclude from a... Nancy Pelosi changed the president of this House on September 24th.
Right.
It was withheld and good enough for every single Democrat here. It was good enough for the judge. Why would it have to be different today? What we've learned in the last couple of weeks, wouldn't you want to know the answer to? Your whole job is reporting. You now have an accusation that the president took a bribe. You do know from your own reporting, from your own station, that they were selling a brand. You do know from your own reporting from CNN that the president went to and did conference calls. That the president went to lunches and dinners, just the dinners, and Hunter got a new Porsche. He got 3 bikes. But that's my question to you. Why don't you ask the other questions? Why don't you want to? No, you never changed your position. I've never changed my position.
All right. Oh my gosh, listen, the volume's all off the rails in here. Ladies and gentlemen, I got some terrible news, all right? Kevin McCarthy has been caught in a nasty lie about President Biden. If you listen to their complaints, they're saying, we got these bank statements, right? And we got these phone calls, and we got Hunter Biden paying his father's bills, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to bring the truth. President Joseph R. Biden is guilty. All right? I know. Wait, let me finish. Don't say that. I know what you're thinking. Listen. I know he spoke to his son on the phone, right? That's terrible. Why would any father do that, right? What else did he do? His son helped him out with some finances here and there, or he helped his son out. Guilty. Why would any father do such a thing? He had lunch with his son, ladies and gentlemen. President Biden did have lunch with his son. And he, you know what? He is guilty. That's what I've concluded. And ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here first in the kingdom. President Joseph R. Biden is guilty. He's guilty as charged of being a father. All right? He's guilty of being a father. Yes, please, ladies and gentlemen. MAGA Republicans, please set the precedent. Impeach a president of the United States for being a father, yes, and for loving his son. All right? He's a good dad as far as I'm concerned. We all know Hunter Biden struggled with a lot of things, and I am so proud to hear that. While Hunter Biden was struggling with all of those demons, you know, he's been dealing with these MAGA demons his entire life, I'm pretty sure. His father was checking in on him, no matter what part of the world he was in. He could have been in China. He could have been in Ukraine. But President Biden, even while he was vice president, still took his primary job as a father very, very serious. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving President Biden a round of applause for being guilty of being a great father. All right. Now let's get this timing back together. All right. Let me move on to my next topic before I open up these boxes. I saw some dissension in the comments section. Someone said Zeus. They said, will you please stop bringing down that hammer of truth, Zeus? You're hurting me. You're hurting my feelings. Listen, MAGA, I'm going to say, I said it before and I will say it again. You do not have to be here. All right. You can leave this live and go on about your miserable lives. I don't care. You don't need to leave me a comment. All right. Don't do anything. I already know you can't stand me. You're not going to say anything to me that I haven't heard any of you MAGA possessed demons say before. All right. But listen, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader. And good morning, moderate Democrat. All right.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave.
That's
as far
right.
as I'm
Listen to your
concerned,
leader.
if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave.
Right.
If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time,
Right.
very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
Right.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Right. Are there any Trump supporters that have been so upset by this live that you're now willing to fly to Russia? By a show of hands, any Trump supporters in here that are ready to go to Russia? Because as far as I'm concerned, the Democrats are taking America back each and every single day. From here on out, we will never see a red wave again. We will never see it. It's over, MAGA. Trust me, I have no reason to lie to you. Are there any Trump supporters that want to go to Russia? Please raise your hand so we can get you that one-way ticket ASAP. All right. Now, let's move on to the next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, they don't like me because I tell the truth. Well, I'd rather tell the truth, all right, and be realer than you than to be out here believing lies and doing time behind Donald Trump. All right, let's bring up Lauren Boebert's bad behavior. We're going to call her, what did I call her? Beetlejuice Boebert. All right, we'll call her Beetlejuice Boebert. All right, and this is on this story. You know, some stories happen, and you got to keep revisiting them to see, like, wait a second, what's really going on here? All right. So I want to make sure we get the plot plan. We understand the plot a little bit. So a woman reveals what Boebert was doing that day. All right. How much of the musical score does Lauren Boebert really know? That's the question. And the answer is she knows enough to sing along very loudly with her hands in the air. You know, you go to these concerts and they put your hands in the air and wave them around like you don't care. You know when they say that? Somehow Lauren Boebert found herself doing that at this Beetlejuice musical. And this definitely is a cause for concern. If you ask me, all right. So this lady said, I've never seen anyone act like that before. And I had to really go inside of my mental and I had to say, yeah, Houston, we have a serious problem. Nobody should be this excited at a Beetlejuice musical. No one. All right. And her outrageous behavior included vaping ad nauseum and simply replying no when the woman who said she was pregnant requested that she stop. That's the part that got me. That's the part. So clearly, Lauren Boebert doesn't care about women, and she doesn't care about women that are pregnant. So I thought the Republican Party cared for kids. Where are my conservative friends, the ones that love to dwell in the ocean of outrage? Where are they at? They should be rallying behind us to get Lauren Boebert out of Congress. She clearly doesn't care about the children. And ladies and gentlemen, it gets worse. All right. Video surveillance footage shows Boebert giving the middle finger to an usher after being kicked out of a performance. Disgusting. MAGA. Who raised these animals? This is a MAGA-possessed demon right here, ladies and gentlemen. I would say, listen, out of the two pictures, you got Beetlejuice and Lauren Boebert. Which one do you think is the largest threat to the United States of America? Now, any other situation, I would say, well, clearly Beetlejuice. I would say Beetlejuice. Look at him. He's in a prison outfit. For Christ's sake, that's a criminal. I would say that under normal circumstances. But this isn't a normal situation, ladies and gentlemen. We have a member of Congress wearing God knows what. I don't know what she's wearing, okay? Being escorted out of Beetlejuice's musical, all right? And you got to think to yourself. You really got to think to yourself, how hard is it to outperform Beetlejuice at his own show? You got to be out of your rabbit mind. But this is typical MAGA behavior. And this is why Zeus does what he does out here. Because somebody has to address this nasty, disgusting, filthy, toxic behavior that MAGA continues to engage in. And I'm committed to doing it, okay? And I'm pretty sure a majority of you are. Once again, MAGA has shown that they do not care about the rule of law. They don't care about the Constitution at all. All they care about is being able to act like some wild animals. Could you imagine being in the theater with Lauren Boebert and you're watching Beetlejuice, right? You're watching Beetlejuice, and all of a sudden you hear Boebert. Who's doing that? We got some chimpanzees in here. What in the world, ladies and gentlemen? That monkey chatter, you got to be, that's coming from her? Unbelievable. And this is who you vote for. MAGA, y'all should be ashamed of yourself, all right? And I got some more news about Miss Boebert, all right? This definitely has to be this. I can't even describe this. It'd be offensive to give this a name of an animal in a zoo. I can't even put this on the chimpanzees. What Lauren Boebert is doing, ladies and gentlemen, is beyond belief, if you ask me. All right. Speaking of Miss Boebert, we got some more news about Miss Boebert. We're going to get to her booze and shame. We will. All right. Lauren Boebert pleads with the judge to put explosive defamation lawsuit on pause 1 day after she's caught with her new lover. And by the way, what is her new lover's name, by the way? I think I figured it out. Oh, yeah. He's her new man is Aspen bar owner Jason Gallagher. All right, you know you gotta be a bar owner and on that strong alcohol to put up with this. All right, at least that's what I'm saying. I don't know, but listen, somebody has to make this make sense. All right, in a desperate bid to keep her personal life a secret, Lauren Boebert has asked a federal judge to delay discovery in a defamation lawsuit just one day after she was caught misbehaving in a Colorado theater. Yes, the Colorado conservative, right? You know her name is, she's a conservative. That means, you know, when they have the conservative first three letters, con artist. All right, I want you to keep that in mind. All right. The Colorado conservative wants the judge to first to determine if there's enough evidence to proceed with the lawsuit filed by David Wheeler, the founder of the political group American Muckrakers. Wheeler has accused Boebert, who's 36 years old, of once being a nude dancer. She was a nude dancer. And a sugar daddy type escort that allegedly endured 2 abortions, among other salacious activities. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to stop there because we got other things to talk about. But join me, please, in giving the animal Lauren Boebert her daily dose of booze and shame. That was nasty. She's nasty. You lie with dogs, you get fleas, you get in the mud with pigs, you're gonna get muddy. And that's just a caution to anybody out there. I saw someone say, Lauren Boebert looks hot. If you are still being led by your flesh, you deserve to end up in hell. You do. Should not allow yourself to be led up in by the flesh. Didn't you hear what this is saying she used to do? A nude dancer, a sugar daddy type escort, 2 abortions. Again, whenever these MAGA folks start to accuse people, you know, and say that the Democrats are the evil ones, keep in mind, this is what they got in their closet. Their skeletons, all right? They probably have had more abortions than all of us combined, because look at the lifestyle they're living. This is what happens when you're a nasty animal. What a shame. What a shame. All right, now let's move on to some more serious matters, all right? All right. Retiring Joint Chief Chair refutes Trump. I never recommended wholesale attack on Iran. Now, many of you know this is all tied to those infamous classified documents. You know, General Mark Milley, right? And Trump tried to absolve himself from the whole classified documents, right? By saying, you know, the Iran thing, this was General Milley's idea. It never was mine. Well, there's going to be what we call a nice video where Milley gets to explain the truth from his perspective. But we can hear bits and pieces of it today. Let's see if we can get this going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get this going. All right. Because it's important. It's very important that we understand that Donald Trump is a notorious liar. He's willing to lie about anything. He will lie against his generals just to save face, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is why he can never, ever be in the White House. So let's hear from General Mark Milley in terms of what really went down with those Iran war plans, all right?
General Mark.
In fact, it was Trump who was pressing you. What is the accurate statement here?
Well, very limited. It'd be very inappropriate for me to comment on anything that's under a current federal investigation, right. So I won't. But let me just say this. As the chairman, or any member of the Joint Chiefs, our job is to render advice.
Right.
We have plans for all kinds of things.
Right.
And when we render advice, typically we say course of action 1, 2, or 3. We talk about the costs and the risks, and we make recommendations. And I can assure you that not one time have I ever recommended to attack Iran.
Did you hear
Did you make that pushback?
Did you hear what he said? Not one time did he recommend to attack Iran. So there you have it, MAGA. And there's going to be more of that interview coming out. And I do hope you all listen to it so that you will understand why we all believe Donald Trump is definitely one of the worst presidents in U.S. history. He's a seditionist, traitorous, treasonous thug. All right. So with that being said, let's join again, ladies and gentlemen, in giving MAGA and their leader, Donald John Trump, another round of boos and shame. Let it out, Snuggles. Listen. I don't know why you're still here in my live, you Trump supporters. Like I said,
if you're not happy here, then you can leave. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave.
And I want you to really leave, all right? Because you don't deserve to have the blessings of the United States of America, you Trump supporters. You really don't. Go be with Russia. Go be with Vladimir Putin. Go be with Kim Jong-un. I hear Putin and Kim Jong-un had quite the dinner date, all right? And you should be there with them. And if you don't like them, go ahead and eat some chocolate cake with President Xi, all right? But don't you dare take another American product, another American truck, and go to the United States Capitol on any American flights and put those disgusting, filthy boots or hands on the United States government ever again, all right? And I mean that. I really do. Yeah, MAGA does hate America. All right, we're almost around the corner where I'll open up these boxes. Yes, Fani Willis is proposing to try Donald Trump and the 18 co-defendants on October 23rd, despite Trump's opposition.
Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with one count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act.
Right, that part. That part right there will get you a special court date with Fani Willis. You want to follow Donald Trump? You will have a future date with Fani Willis, and it won't be a date that you've ever experienced in your life. Oh yes, and you will pay. You will. She ain't paying you. There's no going Dutch. No, you gonna have to pay, and she, trust me, she's charging a lot. Okay, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis continues to argue that Donald Trump and his 18 co-defendants in an election racketeering case should be tried together starting October 23rd, a brisk pace Trump has already opposed. Yes, Judge Scott McAfee set the date to start the trial for two of the co-defendants, Kenneth Cheesebro and Sidney Powell, who demanded speedy trials, but Trump and others have asked to separate their trials from those, with Trump formally asking Wednesday not to have a speedy trial. Willis told the judge in a court filing, no court has forbid holding all trials together, and the logistics would be easier. This is what she said. The logistics would be easier to try all of the defendants at once rather than in several trials that could potentially run at the same time with several judges and juries. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Miss Fani Willis a round of applause for having the courage and conviction to try all of these criminals at once despite the odds. Right, let's give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Get him, Fani. Get him, Fani. All right. I'm cruising through the topics. All right. How do I want to do this? Let's see. You know what? We're going to get into my favorite part of the show when we start talking about the defendants, those seditionists, traitorous, treasonous criminals, terrorists, all right? They're terrorists. The ones who attacked the United States Capitol on January 6th. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Convicted Proud Boy leader says Trump gets reelected. That's our number one hope for us to go free. I knew it. Yeah, this is what they're holding on. This is what they're banking on. Proud Boys leader Enrique Taddeo, who was recently sentenced to more than 2 decades in prison for engaging in a seditious conspiracy against the United States government, believes that former President Donald Trump will pardon him should he get re-elected next year. Well, Enrique, I have some more terrible news for you, all right? Enrique, again, think about all the genius ideas you have had to this point, Enrique, and any of you possessed with this same MAGA demon. When is he going to realize that every thought that he comes up with is most likely not the right thought? You see, Enrique, you know, you must be getting some terrible news. You must be really following Donald Trump's Truth Social posting where he's bragging about his poll numbers, and you seem to somehow believe Donald Trump is going to get re-elected, right? Enrique, I have some terrible news for you. Donald Trump is not going to get re-elected. So stop making silly statements like that pretty much put the nail in the coffin for you to do the entire sentence. Enrique, you should be focusing on being more remorseful, all right? You should be focusing on becoming an example for other MAGA-possessed folks to look at and say, you don't want to end up like me doing 22 large, long years in federal prison because I listened to Donald Trump's lies. You don't want to do this, Enrique. You might get more time at this rate if you keep it up, because as far as I'm concerned, Enrique, it seems to me like you just might be encouraging another insurrection. And you know what that comes with, right? More time. So ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Enrique his daily doses of booze and shame for still having faith that Donald Trump will be president in 2024. Final topic. All right. This is still January 6th related. This is really where I wanted to be at. Another January 6er has been prosecuted and convicted. All right. And let's talk about this story. All right. Her name. Let's talk about Yvonne Saint Cyr. All right. Saint Cyr. All right. Yvonne Saint Cyr, who we are going to say is going out in a blaze, all right? She's going out by saying, I did the right thing, okay? All right, as she's getting those 2.5 years in prison. A January 6th defendant who claimed she believed she had the right to climb over broken glass to enter the Capitol was sentenced to 2.5 years in federal prison yesterday, all right? U.S. District Judge John Bates sentenced Yvonne, who at her trial in March was found guilty of 2 felony counts of civil disorder as well as several misdemeanors, to 30 months behind bars and 36 months of supervised release and a $2,000 restitution to the architect of the Capitol. It gets worse, all right? After her trial, Yvonne said in a Facebook live stream that she wasn't sure the case would ever move to sentencing because, quote, the truth will come out before, okay? She went on to say, their expletive is gonna blow up, she said. So just keep watching Tucker. She said, keep watching Tucker Carlson. Keep spreading the truth. Keep talking about the corruption. Keep sharing, and we'll bring the system down. This is what she said on Facebook. You know, when you go live, you mean it, okay? Tucker Carlson, Fox News show, which Yvonne referred to, has since been canceled. Yes, Tucker, a conservative commenter known for promoting conspiracy theories and disinformation, then launched a new version of his show on X, the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. Okay? So we know what Tucker Carlson's fate was, right? You can't be on Fox News anymore, Tucker. All right? So at her sentencing on Wednesday, Yvonne's attorney, Nicole Owens, said her client was at the Capitol on January 6, 2021 because of a quote, misguided sense of duty. Oh, she was at the Capitol because she had a misguided sense of duty. That's what they said, okay? After attorneys for both parties spoke, Yvonne was given the opportunity to speak. Okay, they spoke. All right, Yvonne, please tell the judge what you want the judge to know before the judge brings down that heavy gavel and sends your behind to prison. All right? Yvonne, what do you got to say? All right? And Yvonne, who served in the military, told the court repeatedly that she took an oath to defend the Constitution. She also repeated her claim that the last presidential election was stolen, okay? And the attorney had to defend her client, saying, it's not a fringe belief. She really does believe this, all right? Yvonne went on to say this to the judge and, the court reporter. I've been on a spiritual journey. Then she launched into a bizarre 45-minute rant until the judge had to cut her off with a stern warning telling her to wrap it up. Okay? And this rant included topics about her beliefs in the air we breathe, her spiritual being, radio frequencies, her difficult upbringing, and a woman she watched being arrested on a playground during the pandemic. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Yvonne demonstrated just how much of a stable genius she was. In sharing a prepared version of her remarks online, Yvonne acknowledged that her comments were, quote, a little all over the place and a little messy. Kinda like life, right? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I can't go any further with Yvonne's madness, but I think you get the drift. MAGA Republicans definitely are deranged. Deranged and possessed. All right? And MAGA, this is yours. You own what you got to claim the people that are part of your clique, okay? MAGA, you got to claim Yvonne, all right? And this is what she said before she was sentenced, all right? So it just proves what I've already known, that most of the Trump supporters most likely don't know what the heck they're saying because they need serious help. They really do. Yvonne, please, I hope you get some help while you're taking 2.5 years off of Facebook and not being radicalized by Donald Trump and his supporters, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm way beyond my normal monologue time, so I'm going to wrap it up by saying, please join me in giving Yvonne her dose of booze and shames, all right? She's going to get that. And since she's going to prison, let's send her off the old-fashioned way. Get her out of here. Take her to be sentenced, all right? Take her to the holding chambers and take her behind the prison, all right? And let that be a lesson to you Donald Trump supporters. All right? Just like Yvonne, even as crazy as she was, that craziness ain't going to stop you from getting your behind put in a jail cell, all right? Like I've been saying to you Trump supporters, you keep listening to Donald Trump, you're going to end up in jail. All right. And if you don't get your soul right, you're going to end up in hell, because hell will be your portion. And as you go there, keep making great content, all right? Because I'm going to make sure I'm reading the newspaper and checking the headlines so that I can bring your story to life in the kingdom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get these boxes open. I know you're tired of hearing from Zeus, but I had to do it, ladies and gentlemen, because it's important that we get the truth out here, all right? So I've opened up the boxes, all right? So for the boxes for those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth. Thank you, Brother Rick. I don't want to hear from Trump supporters unless they want to apologize for the damage, the abuse, and the harm that they've caused this great country, all right, by dragging us all through this nonsense, this ridiculous obsession you have with Donald Trump. I don't want to hear from you, all right? I go into Snuggles Lives, okay, if I want to hear from a MAGA person, but not in this kingdom, all right? Because you have zero credibility with me, all right? I don't care if you went to Harvard's business school. I don't want to hear it, because you can't connect the dots to me. How you get so smart and so dumb at the same time? If you got a degree and you support Donald Trump, I just don't know what you got a degree in. I think you're lying. All right, let's bring up our first panelist, ladies and gentlemen. They don't like me. Hey, Brother Swervin, how you doing this morning? Can you hear me out there?
I am doing fine. You know I'm the man because I just finished 2 boxes of Raisin Bran.
Hey!
So listen, I've been watching these people get sentenced for their role in January 6th.
Right.
And this latest one who claimed she was doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? They made a movie about doing the right thing. She probably should have watched it before she went to the Capitol that day.
You're talking about that Spike Lee?
That Spike Lee joint.
You're right. You're right.
She probably should have watched it before they went to that Capitol that day, because, you know, Radio Raheem lost his life.
Hey, she did mention those radio frequencies. She did mention that.
Mm-hmm. And it just... You know, once they get sentenced, now they're all sorry. Please don't take my 40s away from me. No, brother, I'm gonna take your 40s and 50s away from you. You need to count 22 years.
Yeah. Isn't it interesting how they still, you know, I talked about the Proud Boys leader. He's banking on Donald Trump. Swervin, where did you go? Wow. Swervin, where did you go? Did you get a call? Did you get a call, Brother Swervin? Are you there? Uh-oh. Are you there, Brother Swervin? Uh-oh. Maybe I didn't see any warning. Okay. Yeah, I hope he didn't get reported, all right? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I had a bogus phone call come in.
Oh, okay.
But no, they always get mad when they get sentenced. And, you know, Enrique Torrio.
Yes.
He's sitting there hoping that Donald Trump gets elected because that's his only hope of going back and being free again. No, fool. Because Donald Trump will never see the inside of the White House again.
Right.
Okay. That much I can say with my whole chest. I'm gonna depend on that. But if that's your only saving grace to getting out of prison, maybe you shouldn't have did what you did and you would have never had to worry about it. There's a thought, huh?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I don't care how much time they spend in jail. Me personally, I think they should have got life without the possibility of parole.
Tell them.
In a maximum security prison for what they tried to do on January 6th.
Yeah. They should.
Every single one of them, hands down, without a doubt, for what they tried to do. As far as I'm concerned, they are traitors to this country, to this nation, this flag, the Constitution, and they don't deserve to ever see the light of day again.
No lies detected.
Especially as a domestic terrorist, because that's what I'll call every single one of them.
They're domestic terrorists, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. I mean, I can't say it any other way. I can't be any nicer about it. They're domestic terrorists. They attacked the bedrock of democracy on January 6th. So as far as I'm concerned, life in prison, you know what? I'll be dead and dust by the time you see the light of day as a free person again. Because
Exactly.
they're going to get their 3 hot meals a day. They're going to get a nice place to sleep while sitting there complaining about, they took away my rights. Yeah, you're right. You done lost all your rights behind a fool like Donald Trump.
Exactly.
You
No one
lost every
told you
right
to
you
listen
had.
to him.
Was 22 years worth it? Was losing your 40s and 50s worth it? Are you winning yet? Are you tired of winning? We're going to be doing so much winning. We're going to be doing so much winning. And I'll be there with you because we're going to go to the Capitol.
Oh, somebody had the audacity to tell me Donald Trump says what he means and does everything he says, but you're right. Did he ever show up at the Capitol with his supporters that day?
No, the Secret Service knocked that out. They were like, we can't guarantee your safety down there. There's too many people.
Oh.
And he was like, you know what? Well, they're not here for me. So let's, and they were like, no, we're going back to the White House. And he ended up going back to the White House. So everything, he said Mexico was going to pay for the whole wall.
Right.
The only person who got a check for that wall was Joe Biden.
Oh!
He was the only one. Donald Trump didn't get nothing from that wall.
Oh.
And Mexico, the former Mexican president, he stated unequivocally, Mexico will not be paying for that effing wall.
Oh.
He said that on TV.
Right.
And you know what? You can't tell a sovereign nation what they're going to do with their money. But he tried and it just didn't work out. So, all right, brother, I heard my bell. Thanks for having me up first because I got to take care of Mama J.
All right.
So I'll holler at you later. You get back to the kingdom. Y'all be good. Be safe out there, and I'll see you all again soon.
All right. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Brother Swerve his round of applause. All right. Is there any, listen, HVAC, I saw you said there's no one in here that wants to debate you. HVAC, I've been following your career on TikTok, sir. And you've had several conversations with a lot of good friends of mine. So how can you say no one wants to talk to you when every time I see you go live, you're in a Democrat live in the box, getting schooled and educated, HVAC? Is your memory working, HVAC? Come on now, cut it out. If you want attention, HVAC, you can get it in other ways. There's healthier ways to get the privilege of talking to at least me and my friends. You don't got to be a mean person to get us to talk to you. Just be honest. All right? Yeah, HVAC, I don't know where you get this from, but you got to cut it out. All right? All right, good morning, Brother Attacking. Welcome to the kingdom.
Good morning. By the way, HVAC was in Barrister's Live a few days ago.
Speak on it.
HVAC didn't know what the word acquitted means.
Oh,
yeah,
got it. Why
yeah,
am I?
They were talking about federal cases and Barrister. Do you know how many cases were acquitted out of how many? 1,800.
So he
didn't know what the word acquitted meant.
So he doesn't know math and he doesn't know law. HVAC.
Yeah,
what do you want to talk about?
So, Zeus, I need you to press the button of shame towards me. Just do it several times. Just do it several times.
That one?
Yep, keep doing it. Yep. I have to. Yes, I have to apologize to you and my friends that are, in here listening to us.
Oh, so this is an accountability moment.
Oh, yes. I'm taking full accountability.
All right.
Of course, we all know that I'm an older gentleman, 64 years old. Still everything, of course, works.
Well,
but in the earlier days, I was, I'm repenting in my older age now for the bad things I did when I was younger.
Okay.
But when you showed the picture of Lauren Boebert,
which one?
The one where she was looking, pretty damn good. Yeah, my mind went back to being younger, and it's like going, holy god dang, yeah. So, yeah, I apologize. I will reap all the punishment given to me by my friends. But yeah, so
So you found yourself lusting after you were
uh,
coveting another man's goods?
well, she's everybody's man's goods right now.
You know what, Tagging? You do deserve those booze and
I
shame.
do,
You
and I
do?
admit it. I
Yeah.
have no problem owning up to my mistake. I fell back into my old ways when I saw that, and I admit it, and I am very shameful, and I'm a
You know what?
very
You know what? I'd rather
I'm
you do. I'd rather
what?
you look at this picture instead. Maybe that'll straighten you up a little bit.
Oh yes, 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 yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
But
And by the way, uh 2017, 16, 17, Joe Biden in talking with Ukraine. Up until today, they've had all the information about Joe Biden, Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
Nothing was put forth under Trump and Trump's DOJ. Hey, guess what?
What's that?
There's no information. Devin Archer said no phone calls. We're talking about business. Oh, Devin Archer said no money sent to Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. Oh my God! And Lev Parnas, Rudy Giuliani's right-hand man, said that Viktor Shokin was not doing his job.
There
That
we
the
go.
MI6 and the European countries wanted the guy removed.
Right.
There
No lies
is nothing
detected.
there. This is Hillary Clinton's Benghazi moment with Joe Biden and Burisma. The same 9 reports done by the Republicans found Hillary Clinton was not responsible for Benghazi. You're going to have the same thing with Burisma and Joe Biden.
Thank you.
Get it straight.
No lies detected. See,
Right.
I knew once your mind got out of the gutter, you would snap back to what you're called to do in the kingdom, which is tell the truth.
Exactly. Oh, and by the way, one more last thing. For you people who do keep on talking about Hillary Clinton and Benghazi, I want you to find the names of the 384 people at the 23 other diplomatic facilities that were unalived under Bush and Reagan that you say nothing about, and zero investigations were done.
Yep.
All right, thank you very much, and I'm repenting again, and I apologize.
Don't just focus on Marjorie's toes. All right.
My focus on Marjorie. Oh God! All right, thank you very much.
All right.
I'm not gonna pull a nutty. I'm not gonna pull a nutty.
I know. All right. Let's give Attacking a round of applause. He took accountability. All right, he took accountability for lusting. All right, and he knows he shouldn't have. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I understand the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So I will keep that in mind, brother Attacking. And thank you so much for alerting Zeus that we have a lot of folks in here who are still being led by their flesh. All right. Let's move on to our next panelist, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you just never know who is coming into the kingdom to speak, but it's always a pleasure to have all of you. Hopefully we can get through everyone. Good morning, Z-Pack. Z-Pack, are you on that MAGA Wi-Fi? It looks like it. Z-Pack, are you on that MAGA Wi-Fi?
I'm here.
Okay.
I have not on that MAGA Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. I see only one bar.
So, am I better now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay. So I don't know if you already talked about it, but Mitch McConnell got a text message from Mitt Romney, and the text message was pretty upfront about January 6th and what was going to happen. I did have the text message. I was going to put it in my in the video here for everyone to see, but essentially what he said. What's that?
You want to show it?
Sure, hold on.
All right. You know, this isn't the text messages, all right, like the ones Jim Jordan and James Comer like to show, right? This is the real deal.
Give me 1 second here. Let me get this thing going.
All right.
There we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if there's a way to change the formatting, but he said, he sent it to Mitch McConnell. He said, in case you haven't heard this, I just got a call from Angus King, who said that he had spoken with a senior official at the Pentagon who reports that they are seeing very disturbing social media traffic regarding the protest plan for January 6th. There are calls to burn down our home, or your home, Mitch, to smuggle guns into and storm the Capitol. I hope that there is efficient security that is going to be in place, but I'm concerned that the instigator, the president, is the one who commands the enforcement of the National Guard. So remember how our friends like to say that Nancy Pelosi is in charge of it?
Right.
Well, no. Mitt Romney says in this text message that Donald Trump is the one that is in charge of it. So that means that every single TikTok attorney that comes into these lives has just been disproven by our friend Mitt Romney.
Bushmaster,
It's
you've been misled.
This is a smoking gun of epic proportions, Zeus. This is what they like to call the icing on the
who
cake.
did Mitt send that to again?
He sent that to Mitch McConnell.
Oh. And did Mitch McConnell respond and say,
you're wrong? He did not respond.
He didn't say, you're wrong, Mitt. It's Nancy Pelosi that controls.
No, he did not respond. He never answered the text message. The crazy thing about it is, we've been hearing this from MAGA all over this app that somehow Nancy Pelosi was in charge of the National Guard.
Right.
But you see it in 4K there when Mitt Romney says, I'm concerned that the individual who is in charge of this is not going to have adequate security. So they knew, and apparently this is going to be entered into evidence in the January 6th trial.
Yeah, and I do hope that it turns into a situation where Mitch McConnell may have to be prosecuted as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen or if he'll be able to glitch himself back into power. I don't know.
Oh, that's why he's playing crazy right now.
Yeah, so he
the
might have
closing in.
Perhaps when
having a nuclear meltdown.
Perhaps when he's been freezing up lately, he's been remembering that text message. Maybe the text message is what's on his mind, and he freezes every time. He can't get it out of his head. It's like an intrusive. It's like an intrusive thought. Yeah. He's just sitting there.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, he. Oh, did I do that? Oh crap! I'm going to talk about that. Yeah, I see what happened. Yeah, he got that look. Definitely. Good morning, Kim.
Oh, Heaven. Thank you, Heaven.
All right.
But
brother,
I'm gonna let you get on with your day.
All right.
But I just wanted to expose the MAGA demon.
All right. Thank you very much, Brother Greg. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brother Greg his round of applause. No lies detected. No lies detected. All right, let's bring up my good friend Shay. Good morning, Shay, the beautiful Shay. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys? How's everyone?
I'm doing all right. Just another day in the kingdom. How about you?
I tell you, yes, it's a good day. I've got a Burgundy tasting I've got to go to, and then got some dinner with some Aggie moms because my son goes to A&M, so just little fun things like that. And then tomorrow night I work a Spanish wine event, which will be really cool from tomorrow, and we're cooking up some paella to go with it. So
wow, you're doing all of that. Wow, living the dream.
That's what I do.
You're able to do all of that with the inflation going on, Shay.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people showing up to these events and buying expensive wine, and
in the United States of America, this is going on because every time I talk to Snuggles, he keeps saying he can't even afford eggs.
Yeah, because he's lying. Yes, he can. It's not as prices are a little higher, but the prices go up every year. So it happens. You got to adjust. And, why don't you vote for someone that will raise the minimum wage and fight for Americans to be able to do these things, So you're not voting for that because look what's going on while the Republicans have control of the House.
Talk to it. Speak on it, please.
I'm telling you, you have all this, and Mitt Romney called it out, and so many are calling it out. You've had all this year, 9 months of control of the House, and what have you done? What have you done besides, and even Nancy Pelosi was talking about, when she did the impeachments against Trump, it took a couple of weeks for those committees to come up with enough evidence to basically show it to the House of Representatives, and then they took a vote. So what have they been doing for 9 months? Supposedly they have all this evidence, right?
Right.
And then every time they get up on, whatever news channel they're speaking on, they say, we're getting the evidence.
Right.
And even Kevin McCarthy said, well, that's why we're doing this. So we're going to get the evidence. Well, I thought you said you have all this evidence. Because every time Ted Cruz and Jim Jordan open their mouths, we have all this evidence.
Right.
Kevin McCarthy said, well, that's what we're doing. We're doing the impeachment inquiries so that we could gather the evidence.
Oh, wow.
Wait, do you have the evidence? Do you not have the evidence? Which one is it?
Make up your minds. Which one is it?
Make up your mind. And then, the whole Matt Gaetz thing against Kevin McCarthy. I mean, the House is tumbling down. They're fighting over stuff, and if they close down the government, you realize that our military doesn't get paid.
What?
Our military families won't get paid. So you tell me you're pro-military.
Wow. And I don't think MAGA cares because, these are MAGA Putin Republicans, if you ask me. They only care about their Lord and Savior, Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, right. They're on a revenge tour for their dear leader, and that's what they're doing. And it's so pathetic because they're not fighting for you. They're not protecting our troops. They're not securing our borders. They're not doing anything that they claim that the Democrats aren't doing.
Right.
You have control. Let's see you do it.
Please.
I'm ready.
Where's the policy?
Where's the policies?
Yeah.
Fix it. We're happy to let you fix it.
Yeah.
We're happy for you to show up and do your job. Let's go.
Now, before you leave, Shay, because we only got a little bit left, but I wanted to pick your brain, How do you feel about Kamala Harris, all right, being the president of the United States of America? Because, I'm of the mindset that maybe perhaps Biden did break the law. What if Biden did really break the law and we got to get him out of here? Are you okay with Kamala Harris being the president? Right?
Absolutely. She knows the law. She knows the Constitution.
Right.
She's highly intelligent. She'll do just fine. She was a senator.
Amen.
She was, first state's attorney of one of the largest states in the United States. First female. I mean, she's highly qualified to do that job. That's why Joe Biden picked her, and she'll do a fantastic job. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Honestly.
Me too. So I want to give this ask to you. You said Kevin McCarthy and James Comer and Jim Jordan. Please get the evidence that will impeach President Biden, because if he did something wrong, he got to go. Please get it to us as soon as possible so that we can begin preparations for President Kamala Harris. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Oh, and the last thing, I don't know if y'all talked about this. I was having to dry my hair. It's okay. It's just burning a bit. But last thing, and y'all can carry on with the next conversation. What was the thing about Trump in the Megyn Kelly interview? Did you see that?
The age thing?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And he's not too old. Biden's not too old to be in the presidency. That's not the problem. And the only reason he's saying that is because he's 77.
Got it.
So, yeah, I mean, you can't sit here and pull the ageism thing when he's wanting power and he's just as old. He's 3 years younger. I mean, give me a break. I thought that was hilarious. So I
completely agree.
So remember, he's not too old to be president, MAGA. Your king said so. Okay.
All right.
All right. That's it, everyone.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful Shay. Let's give her a round of applause. No lies detected.
Bye, everyone.
No lies detected, all right? And for you MAGA Christians out there, all right, I need you to really do your research and tell me if this is spot on or not. The Bible predicted that Christians, would worship a false prophet and that they would wear the mark on their foreheads, all right? And MAGA, can you look into this? Are any MAGA Christians out there wearing this disgusting red mark on their foreheads? If so, I want you to know you're on your way to hell. I'm just being honest with you. All right. And this is biblical. This is biblical. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring up our good friend, Nutty Professor. How are you doing, my brother?
What's going? That's funny that you bring that up because for the last year and a half, I've been calling that hat the mark of the beast.
Oh.
So that's funny. That's funny that you brought that up because it is indeed the mark of the beast. But just like I want to go back to attacking. I want to go back to attacking. And Lauren Boebert is an attractive woman. She is indeed. Okay. But then she opens her mouth and you realize how dumb, stupid, and idiotic she is.
Right.
And all that attractiveness just it flies out the door. So, attacking, if you're still listening, this is my Russia moment.
Talk to him.
Attacking, if you're still listening, whenever you're having those thoughts about Lauren Boebert, just think about just a tenth of the things that she says, and I promise you, it'll go down. It'll go down. But like attacking, this is an accountability moment. This is an accountability moment. I want to blame the Democrats. I want to blame the Democrats for the state of our nation, where we are as a country.
Talk to us, Nutty. What happened?
Democrats, it is your fault because you were so fragile, up in your feelings because of Bernie Sanders that you all did not get out and vote for Hillary.
Oh.
You, Democrats, caused the downfall of America.
Speak to that.
You caused it.
When you said up in their feelings, I wanna make sure I understand you very clear. What do you mean by that?
So there is a faction of the party that would not support Hillary because of how they perceived the way Bernie Sanders was treated during the primaries.
Oh.
And so even though Bernie dropped out and endorsed Clinton, they never got behind Hillary. They never got out. The ones that would refuse to vote for Donald Trump, they just didn't vote. They didn't vote at all.
Wow.
They didn't vote at all. And then there was a few people who was Bernie supporters that went over to the dark side and voted for Donald Trump.
Evil.
So Democrats, it is time for our party. I say our because I'm a Democratic voter.
Right.
It is time for our party to take accountability and stop blaming the Republicans for everything. Because no, at the end of the day, we know the Republican parties, we know that they're the demons of the devil. We already know this. They've always been the demons of the devil.
Antichrist.
But the Democrats who did not vote for Hillary, you're the blame. Because I can go back 8 years and I could just imagine a country with a female president. She would have had 3 Supreme Court justices that she would have put on the Supreme Court.
Wow.
Then and I don't want to get banana for this, but white women, I'm blaming you as much as I'm blaming the Democratic Party. Because you took your white woman tears. Can I just have one more minute? Because I got to get it out. You took your white woman tears and you voted for Donald Trump when you should have voted for Hillary Clinton, because now look what position you're in now. a woman's right to choose have been stripped.
Mm.
And now you want black women to bear this responsibility yet again. The devil is a lie. Because black women has constantly warned white women, stand with us. Stand with us.
Mm.
But you didn't listen.
Mm.
And Democrats, you didn't listen.
Mm.
You want to get into your fragility,
Mm.
Democratic fragility, and not vote for Hillary Clinton. For whatever reason, people hate Hillary Clinton, but they can't tell you why they hate her.
Why
How
would
would you like
they?
to be in a position where people
Did they?
hate you?
Why did they hate Hillary? I don't get it, because it was crystal clear to me, if you got to choose between Trump or Hillary Clinton.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you my assessment on why Hillary Clinton is hated by so many. Because she has bigger testes than the great majority of the men out here claiming to be men.
Oh.
They hate her because she's got bigger testes. She says what she means and she means what she says, and she will stand on what she says, and she speaks with authority. Hillary got some black woman in her.
Oh.
She speaks with authority. She commands a room when she walks into a room. She's very, very smart. And the thing is, she's smarter than them. Everybody forget that Hillary Clinton is a Rhodes Scholar. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. You did not vote for Hillary because of your fragility. This is the reason why we got a Donald Trump. This is the reason why America is in chaos. This is the reason why women have lost their right to choose. This is the reason why democracy is in peril. Democrats, you're to blame. Not the Republican Party, because they've always been the devil.
Oh, well,
You want to say Benghazi. You want to say Benghazi. We spent $100 million investigating Benghazi just for her to be exonerated. So keep that Benghazi crap to yourself. Just like you want, when you're talking about Joe Biden, you want to bring up the 94 crime bill.
No lies.
We know your tropes. We know your talking points.
No,
it's old. Get over it.
All right.
I heard my time, Zeus. Thank you for the extra time, man.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen. No lies detected. Dark Nutty once again strikes again. Wow, that's a lot to unpack. Listen, this is why we do these. This is why I have these lives, right? Because I'm also aware that folks out here, they get all in their feelings, and then the initial response is, I'm gonna shut down and I'm not gonna talk. You know, this is what they say to me sometimes when I go over there and talk to my friends on the right, or anybody who has a different opinion. I had to learn early, right? You cannot shut down and build that wall and say they're the enemy and I'm gonna turn my back to them and not deal with them. Because see, like they say, you never turn your back to the ocean, all right? You end up getting drowned. And I think that's what happened to the Democrats. We tried to say, you know what, this person is toxic and we're not gonna deal with them. Well, in a democracy, that person gets to go and spread seeds and plant them. And so what ends up happening is they're out here rubbing shoulders and shaking hands with people while you're cutting them off. And then before you know it, your eyes open up and you're outnumbered. So you got to make sure you know what these folks are talking about and be willing to engage in healthy dialogue, all right? And if they don't want to be healthy when they have their conversations, that's fine. But you make sure you stay healthy and keep on getting your truth out, all right? That's why we do these lives. That's why I do not mind folks coming in the live and disagreeing with me and wanting to talk. Because I'm sure of myself, but most of the time I know they're not sure of themselves, all right? So good point, Nutty. Let's bring up our next panelist, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. All right, what a great show. Oh, I love it. Good morning. How are you doing this morning, Star? How are you?
Good morning, Zeus. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing great. Like I've eaten thousands and thousands of boxes of Frosted Flakes.
Amen. Amen.
Right.
So, I just wanted to, what did you say?
I say, how are you though?
I'm doing great. I feel like I've ate about 10,000 frosting flakes as well. I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
All right. I
So you
love
know
it.
what? I wanted to just come up
Yeah.
and put my 2 cents in about these MAGA poos. I'm gonna call them MAGA poos. That's a combination of MAGA and Putin lovers. So they're
Oh, I
MAGA
love
poos.
it. MAGA poos.
These MAGA pools and their crybaby fits and their no rhyme to reason and their no understanding, can't understand anything. They are continuously innocent in the house, just ready to just kill our whole democracy over
Right.
this clown that
Mm.
they refuse to believe is a criminal. Well, they know. I think they really know in their heart, but it's just they just so prideful and
Mm.
they can't let it go. They can't let it be known that we won. We won.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
over.
You
It's
know,
over.
it reminds me of a conversation I was having with a friend, and they said, "Why do you think people support Donald Trump still?" And I said, "Because the Republican Party, as far as I'm concerned, they stand for crime, right? They stand for corruption and evil.
Yep.
So you have to think of
Absolutely.
it. If you got a person that their profession is robbing banks, right? They don't want to get
Right.
caught. They don't want to get caught, right? They don't want to really
Right.
go to prison. So what better way for them to feel like they won't get caught than to put the biggest bank robber in the White House, right?
Yep.
It makes them feel like it's okay to be a bank robber. That's why they
And
like
they're the
Trump.
ones and they're the ones that'll go down with the fire. Just like, the one that'll go down with the fire. Just like you said, the lady who got 2.5 years.
Mhm.
She doesn't feel bad. But wait till she get in that prison. Wait till she get
Oh,
behind them walls.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Gonna be a whole nother story. I bet you she'll be calling in like, you know what?
Get me
Yeah.
out of here, please.
Get
Is
me
there a
out of
motion we can
here.
file? Is your
Yeah.
motion? Yeah.
It's just a shame to watch and see. It's funny, but it's a shame to see how many people are literally willing to go down for this clown who will never and would never return the favor.
Mm-mm.
Never.
No.
He cares nothing about anybody but himself. Not even his kids.
Right?
Yeah.
Not even his wife.
Not even his wife. Where's she at, by the way? Anybody know?
Where's Melania?
Well, yeah, there it is. Missing. Yeah. We looking for Melania. Where you at? Where you go? I guess she said that she had enough too, huh?
Yeah, I mean, do you blame her for not wanting to be around him while all this nasty stuff is coming out?
I don't know how she did it. I guess the money is the root to all evil because I don't know how she did it.
Yeah.
But I guess she got smart. Maybe we'll know. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's my time, Zeus. I just wanted to come up here and share my little 2 cents in with the kingdom. And I'm here for it. I'll be in the comments
All
putting
right. Thank
putting
you.
in the work.
All right. Thank you. And thank you for giving us the title MAGA Poos. All right.
MAGA poos, MAGA
Yes.
poos.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, y'all. Have a good one.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Ms. Morningstar a round of applause. No lies. No lies detected. All right. This is a great show this morning. All right. You know how we do over here. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's bring up our next guest. Said, welcome.
What's going on? I saw that Nutty Professor. I mean, he did a great job on his content, but the only problem I had was that Detroit Lions logo. It almost made me sick, but that's okay. How are you doing today?
Excited about him, right? He got that side that on one side he comes in, you're like, wow, that's amazing. But then he gets into this weird stuff, right? You know, like for me, it's when he calls himself handsome, right? I'm just like, seriously?
Dude, and let someone else tell you that, okay? Forget about it.
Right.
But yeah,
Right.
man, I tell you, it's crazy, man. I saw that they made that announcement yesterday with the impeachment of our president, and we have debt ceiling looming, and they don't worry about that, but they worry about getting back at the Democratic Party. It's unbelievably crazy.
It really,
Crazy,
it
crazy.
really is. And it makes absolutely no sense.
I mean, if you had something, I could understand. You had the laptop for 5 years. You didn't do anything with it. The Justice Department had it under Trump. Nothing was done because there was nothing there. You know what the information is on it, and you're coming with this craziness. We think we have information. We're going to investigate. This is, and you know what happened before 2020 or 2022? What did the Republicans say? We're going to work on the economy. We're going to make sure the gas prices are going down. I heard you talking about eggs and everything.
Eggs,
Matter of fact, I bought eggs a couple of days ago, $1.13 a dozen. So that's not too bad.
That's a steal.
Exactly. And my gas, I filled up this morning at
Right.
$3.15 a gallon.
What? That's
Yeah,
a steal.
So what? So I mean, I don't understand. I don't get that. So I think our president is doing a great job. Oh, by the way, what's her name? Shay, Dark Shay did a great job too. I love her content also.
Yeah.
She's really, really good.
Really?
But yeah, man, I heard you had some issues with getting the clap a couple weeks ago. Is that correct? With your account. With your account.
Listen, you can't be saying clap like that. Okay, I'm like, what exactly are you talking?
Oh my goodness, no, it's not sexual. Believe me when I tell you, I have no attraction to Boebert at all. I don't care how good she looks. A woman, if she's that dirty and nasty inside, I don't care what she looks like on the outside.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Right.
Terrible.
Yeah, but the live did get taken down twice in one day. And
what I don't understand is
it was the strongest live I've done in a while. I was going so strong in that live. You should have seen it.
What I don't understand is you don't allow cursing. You don't allow talking bad about people. I mean, of course, if it's warranted, I can understand. But you don't allow cursing. You don't like. You're only up one person up at a time mostly. I don't understand how that can happen. That's crazy.
Well, it's happening because, and as Shay put it, there's a lot of jealousy out here on TikTok, especially from our friends on the right. They can't believe that day in and day out we're showing up in force, bringing truth on this app, and they're struggling on their side. They're in shambles, just like their leader Donald Trump is. It's really a reflection of what's going on in the Republican Party, if you ask me. All right.
Yeah. Well, let me end on. I just heard my bell. I want to tell you, man, you are one of the creators that I watch the most. I think you do a wonderful job. Your content's great. You're very opinionated, and you give the right information out for the people. So if you get clapped again, you got me I'm on your back. Okay.
All right. Maybe
I got your six, my brother.
All right. Maybe we should use a different word besides clap. All right. I mean, let's just put that out there. All right, my good friend.
I will do that in the future reference. Thank you very much for that information. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Have a good one, my brother.
All right, you too.
Have a good one,
gentlemen. Let's give He Said a round of applause.
Have a good one.
Oh my God. All right, we are rounding the corner. We're okay. We got a few more. All right, let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it going. Dark Southern Live, welcome.
Hello.
And Goose can go tend to the other affairs of the kingdom. Shay, thank you so much. You're too kind. Good morning, Dark.
Good morning. How is everyone in the kingdom?
We're great. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. I had to go dark for this message.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And I may have said this in your live before, and we're talking about these Christian maggots.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, they are. And I've said from day one that Diaper Dawn is the Antichrist. I've said from day one I lost a best friend over it. And that was back in, 2015?
Okay.
I guess, yeah. Right. So anyway, I may have said this on your live before, but Jesus Christ himself could come down and show you maggots the truth of everything and tell you that I do not stand with this kind of evil. They would be the ones who would take our Jesus Christ and put him back on that crucifix and sacrifice him right then and there.
Wow.
And they are the ones who are going to have to answer one day of why did you put another it's in the Bible.
It is.
Don't put anyone else before me. Well, you see it everywhere with these marks of the demons right there above your head.
Right.
That red hat.
Evil.
So yes, I wanted to go dark for that message. This is my
No
backup.
lies detected. She's not lying. MAGA, you are evil, demonic, possessed.
Absolutely. In every way, shape, form, and fashion.
Every way. You're right.
And
No
and
lies
I
detected.
and I don't think, and someone talked about they need deprogramming. I don't think that there is any type of deprogramming for these people that could get them back to themselves.
Right. The only
But I
thing
don't
is,
think
if they gotta truly repent, right?
yes,
They gotta accept
absolutely.
God's plan of salvation and repent for their sins.
Yes. So all I'm saying is y'all just better make sure you don't go to hell with any clothes on, because you're gonna be burning up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you telling them right. You telling them the same thing I'm telling them. At least they're getting enough of a warning, right? They get to hear us say this, and for those that go further, they go to prison, right?
Yep,
If you don't
absolutely.
get it right while you're in prison, yeah, you gonna go to hell
Absolutely.
with gasoline draws on.
Yes,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
firmly believe that.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end before my bell goes off. And thank you all. Y'all been awesome. I love you, Zeus.
I love you too.
Keep going with your truth, and y'all have a great day.
All right, all right, all right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Dark Southern Lib a round of applause.
Thank you guys. Later.
No lies detected. All right. Listen, when President Biden makes these kind of statements,
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people. They refuse to accept the results of a free election. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards, and they see their MAGA failure to stop a peaceful transfer of power after the 2020 election as preparation for the 2022 and 2024 elections.
no lies detected. MAGA failures, MAGA poos, losers, criminals, hypocrites, fake Christians, patriots, seditionists, treasonous, conspiracy theory, QAnon promoting liars. Yeah, that's MAGA. And that's why they're going down, and it's over for MAGA. You got Jack Smith, Fonnie Willis, Alvin Bragg, Judge Tanya Chutkin, Steve McAfee, Steve Jones, the black judge who told Mark Meadows, get your behind out there in Georgia and you handle that business with Fonnie Willis. Yeah. Accountability is coming, MAGA. That's why a lot of you are going to prison out there in January 6th. At least those of you who are still here listening to what I'm saying, you can go into prison and tell them about Zeus and his friends who all prophesied and told you you were going to go there. And when you get there, I want you to tell them all about me, all right? You MAGA, seditionists, treasonous criminals. Tell your fellow inmates all about Zeus and the wonderful works in the kingdom. And make sure you hit the news too, all right? So I can, give you your daily dose of booze and shame before you go there, all right? Let me bring up our next panelist, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, Kareem the Dream, welcome. Kareem the Dream, are you there? I don't see you. I hit accept, but I guess it didn't go through. Perhaps it didn't work out. Let's go bring up Marco. Greetings, Marco. How are you doing? Marco, are you there? Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. Marco, I don't think it's working for you. All right, going once. Going twice. Sold. All right. I got to get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Listen.
Hello?
Oh, you're there. Marco, you were
Yes, sir.
all right.
I just want to get everybody to tap the screen and share it live, please. You
Oh,
should be
yes.
over 100,000 likes.
Hey, my man. Welcome, Marco. How you doing, champ?
I'm all right. I'm gonna let you go. Continue on.
Oh, okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Marco! Come on in there. Tap that screen. Share that live. All right. Listen, I appreciate you, champ. I really do. No lies detected. You know, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that hard to get in the box and just tell the truth, all right? It's like my grandmother says, tell the truth and shame the devil. All right, Heaven, nice to see you, brother. I see you. Kareem the Dream, greetings. How are you doing, champ?
I'm good. How about yourself, brother?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Is this our first time doing business?
It is indeed. It is indeed.
Oh, Lord. Well, we got to ask you some questions, all right? And how you answer them determines your fate in the kingdom.
Bring them on, brother.
All right. All right. All right. Promise to tell the truth, right?
I do indeed. I always will.
All right. All right. Let's give you the first question. In your opinion, did President Biden steal the 2020 election from Donald Trump?
No, he didn't. But if he did, but if he did, I want him as the president because he's that smart.
Next question. In your opinion, who would you say is responsible for the attack on the United States Capitol on January 6th?
Hashtag dump Trump 2024 and the maggots.
Good answer. Listen, you're doing great. All right, now this last and final question. It's going to come at you like a curveball, all right? A lot of people get it wrong, all right? But I don't know. You might get it right because you've been doing great. But I'm going to ask it anyway. In your opinion, is President Biden or Hillary Clinton guilty of any crimes?
Not a one. Only hashtag dump Trump 2024.
All right, my brother. What do you got for us this morning?
I just wanted to give a little insight on what's going down in East Texas, where I'm from. I'm from Jacksonville, Texas, probably about 150 miles from Dallas.
Okay.
And, you know, we got a lot of bullcoin going down, and what's going on in Texas is Ken Paxton is being the Attorney General. He's been impeached right now.
Right.
He's being impeached, and the only way that Dump Trump won Texas last year,
right,
was that Ken Paxton took 2.5 million mail-in ballots and said, no, we're not going to send those out. Mm-hmm. So that's really the only reason why Texas didn't turn blue last year. So with that being said, that's not going to happen again. That's not going to happen again. So get ready, because Texas is coming, brother.
Hey! Texas is coming?
Texas is coming, brother. I promise you, Texas is coming.
I love it.
That's going to be another state that Dump Trump is going to lose.
Oh, so you're saying he's going to lose worse than he lost already?
I don't even think he's going to get that far. What's going to happen is he's really one or two things. It's going to get too hot on him, and he's going to run, and he's going to get on his jet and go on over and hightail it with Putin. Or two, they're gonna settle out of court with him to where he's going to be barred from politics ever again. Those are his two options. Because he's not going to make it back to this. So, but with that being said, let them impeach Joe Biden, because we'll take Kamala. We'll take
it, brother.
We'll take all day, every day. Bring on.
Yeah.
Bring on.
No lies detected.
She's not old. She's not senile. She doesn't fall and trip. None of that.
So, she dances too. She be dancing out there. The hip hop music.
Stepping with them girls, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But I ain't gonna hold you up, Zeus. Yeah. Hey, brother, I watch you every morning, brother. I got you dialed in. Doing a great
I
job, man.
appreciate that.
No lies detected, brother. No lies detected when it comes your way.
All right, listen, I appreciate that support, my brother. All right, Kareem the Dream.
All right, brother. Have
No
a good one.
lies detected. All right. Well,
All
thank
right.
you, my brother, and have a great rest of your morning. And as always, keep on coming and sharing the word. All right.
Appreciate you, brother. Have a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Kareem the Dream a round of applause and welcome him to the kingdom. This is another benefit of doing these lives. You do get to meet great people that you can follow and keep up with that are also doing other great and creative and productive things. But at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I must depart. I'm so sorry. I know. I gotta depart. I know. Attacking did tell me, Zeus, your show needs to be longer. And I said, Attacking, wait until we get to Hollywood before you say that, all right? When we get to Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen, and we go prime time, we will have the full production show, and we will go as long as we need to go, all right? But until then, we need to allow Zeus to tend to the affairs of the kingdom, all right? To make sure there's stability in Olympus. But before I go, I do want to say this. Thank you to all of you who stayed here and listened to the whole live, okay? This show really wouldn't be as great as it is if it wasn't for you. Yes? Thank you, Gogo. I appreciate it. I was going to get there. Thank you to each and every single one of my subscribers. I never thought we would make it this far, but we've made it very far. So thank you for your unwavering support to the kingdom. And trust me, it's going to a great cause. All right. I mean, really. Thank you to all of you who've been recently purchasing the merchandise. I never thought that would happen, but folks are buying this stuff, and I said, wow. It's really a reflection of how great the message is, and how much all of us are really committed to telling the truth. Thank you to my moderators. All right. I know it's a lot of work to protect Zeus. I really do appreciate it. All right. But it's necessary. And let's continue to have these conversations that are difficult to have, but make sure you're having them in a healthy and productive way. If TikTok is stressing you out and your content is you engaging in toxic, nasty behavior, please do me a favor and take a break from the app, all right? And spend some more time in the real world finding out who you are and what you want to be known for, what your legacy should be, all right? Don't get on social media and show the world the worst side of who you are, because this stuff lives on forever. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And I really do mean that. And last but not least, before I get out of here, MAGA, Donald Trump and his supporters, please listen up to me when I say this. Trump supporters, get those knee pads and those elbow pads ready. All right. Because Jack Smith and Fonnie Willis are coming. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
The most handsome in the kingdom.
And I really am the most handsome. We're out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, bro! So lovely to see you.
This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to go off my brother. Don't be playing with my mouth when I'm moving like Zeus. You thinking that you cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thank you. Thunder in the sky like you look like Zeus. Wow, look at all those Zeus. I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm flying than an eagle and got bread on me too. Took a long time to get here.
Click the link in the bio.
If you living like a bum, get away from me, fool. I got money on my mind. I can't leave it up to you. I can't hang around with you. You fall.
Good morning, ladies. Have a great day. Have a great morning.
I put a bounty on your head. This is way above the feds. When you playing with the gods and you playing with the dead. Time to let loose.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, let me play your joker boots. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Player hating on the gods, but he's such a douche. I tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. I'm catching all these snakes like a mongoose. Ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. Thank you, Miss Zeus. Linda, I love you too. Janet, I love you too. Mount Negro, please. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus. Ryan, thank you. Cool till Dark Tree. Thunder in the sky like you up DJ Sound Chaser. Rio. Have a great morning. Miss Moss, love you too, Shannon. Well, I'm living proof. Integrity. If you play around with love, then you guaranteed to lose. I didn't make the game a rule, so don't play me like a fool. If you can't swim, don't be in the pool. Angela, I love you as well. People telling me you looking like a goof. Angela, you always do that. Cut it out, April. Mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a truth. Play hating on the guys, boy, you such a douche. Tried to be patient, but you had to light my fuse. I'm catching all these snakes like a mongoose. These ladies love me, yeah, I'm the one that they choose. You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Yeah, click on the link in the bio. Alright, everything you need is there. Thunder in the sky like you up like Zeus. I make my own rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus. Yeah, you know about me. You're right, Miss Boss Diva. Wild Zeus. The most handsome in the
God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm breaking down the roof with this heat.
Right.
Down mine on the beat, sitting hard like Bruce.
Vincent, I see you.
On the beat.
Keep up the great work.
Gentlemen.
I can dance this box in the jungle like a kangaroo. Don't get caught slipping in the woods or you'll be dead like a Lindsay.
He's deranged. Jackson.
Angela, he's deranged.
Jackson. He's deranged. Jackson. He's deranged. Jackson. He's deranged. Jackson. He's deranged. Jackson. He's deranged. Jackson.
Reggie!
Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges.
Right.
And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater.
Right, Angela? You're right.
Jack Smith.
One more time.
He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater. His family is a Trump hater. They all hate Trump. They hate him with a passion. They'll do anything they can to hurt Trump.
But he's a
harasser and an abuser. And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater. Donald Trump is indicted.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
One charge and they turn it into 36 charges.
All right.